here we go. Time to flare a pipe end. I bought myself quite a while ago, British made 3/16 pipe flaring tool. Very good quality, brilliant bit of kit. Used it on the 306, bloody fantastic. So I got some special punch grease put onto this piece of the die. So what you do is, obviously it's loose in here, screw this in till you got round about 5mm sticking out between the body of the flaring tool and the stop nut. You put your pipe in to the hole, push it in, and screw that in flush. Tidy these, tighten the hose up a little bit, so the pipe is just it'll grip just by being finger tight. So get the spanner on there. So that's tightened down. Very important with this that you put your union nut on first before you start flaring the pipe, otherwise you're going to have to do it all over again. So with that opened, take that out, put this end into the tool, and you'll start to feel it going into the pipe. Right, so at that point, from about 5mm out, it's the nodule on the die has now gone into the pipe, and it's time to start forming the flare. Hope this works. I haven't done it for a while. I'm just trying to remember if I can remember to do it properly. Oh, well, never mind, we'll find out in a minute. Right, okay, so that is now up and stopped against the flaring tool. Take this out, make sure it goes on there, don't get any dust or rubbish on it. Crack these off, crack them off a fair amount, and hopefully we'll have a decent flare on the pipe. Hey presto. Lovely. These GoPros don't zoom in properly, do they? So so there we go, a lovely flare to start this job off. Right, welcome back. Just I've done the first pipe, not quite finished it into the wheel arch yet, but I've formed it into here. There's a little bit of tidying up to do, so I'm just going to offer up the oiled fuel filter just to check there's clearance between the pipe and the filter itself. So we've got this that's currently in the way. Take that out of the way. Right, put that there. New filter is to be purchased, and that will be on its way pretty soon. So now I've got the other union. Can't see that way, but you can see better, a bit better this way. I've got this other union to put a pipe on. That comes up and over the back, comes from there round over along here, then a nice 90-degree radius down to here, and basically a little bit further down round and into the brake compensator valve here. So I'll be a bit more straightforward than poking it through the inner arch. So that's it for now. I'm happy with that. Good clearance. So I'm going to be a bit careful with the other union and how I get on with that. So Get this out. Be careful not to scratch that, which I have. No, got away with that. Phew. Yeah, that's it for this bit. See you in a bit. Well, it's Saturday afternoon, and today's job is to sort out the brake lines in the engine bay. So I've made a bit of a start, and yeah, it's going okay so far. There's not much space in the corner here, because of course you're going to have the fuel filter there. I'm going to stick to the standard type fuel filter. So I've got to make this pipe next. It'll come round out and then across the bulkhead. I'll take this cable out of the way in a minute. Give me some space, and it needs to go down, round, and into the compensator brake unit there. And so yeah, that's it for the minute. I'll see you in a bit. Well, tidying up before I go on. I've got this compulsion to tidy everything up before I get to a certain stage, to do more work. So this is what's left of the original wiring room, conduits, tapes, etc, etc. Tidied the workbench up. It was in a heck of a state, so that's all sorted out. Tried to put my cordless battery on charge. That's battery number 2 dead, so I'm now in the market for a new battery, cordless drill. So yeah, apart from peeing it down with rain, can't get the 205 out to remove the doors, or the windows out the doors. It's going really well. Happy rainy Saturday, and it's starting to rain again. Oh dear. What can you do but carry on? See you in a bit. Right then, now that the pipes are done from the master cylinder out, now I'm going to feed them in through the holes in the inner wings to make a joint for the flexi pipes, or in my case the braided hoses for the calipers. So going to jack the car up and put an axle stand underneath it. that. Put it on there. Not going anywhere. Right. Right then, so the brake lines are now fully in. The only thing I haven't tightened up the 3 unions on the master cylinder, because I plan on taking it out of place before I put the engine back in, because there's not much gap between it and the cam cover on the engine, but they're slightly nipped, not very tight, so I don't want to deform the seals before whatchamacallit, I can't remember what they're fucking called. Anyway, I don't want to damage the flares on the pipe before they're finally put into place. There we go, I've said it. Crikey. Okay, there we go. So these are in there now, ready to go, all blanked off, ready for the calipers at some point when they're done. This side also sorted, so it's ready to rock and roll. So yeah, that's it for a minute. Basically all the pipe work is in. The final gapping of the pipes through the holes will be sorted out to make sure that there's nothing rubs, but yeah, we're fairly happy with them. Like I said, you know, this will should sit round about there when it's finished. So yeah, fairly happy with them. I've done better, I think, but I think they'll do the job. That's it for another bit. Welcome back again. Just been stripping the original bonnet. The bonnet I was supposed to be getting for the car was unfortunately blown off the the donor car and bent and damaged. So just been looking at the original bonnet, and I don't think it's looking too bad, to be honest. There's a couple of dents in it there, but we'll see what Colin says on this one. I think it's I'm running out of options at the minute, so yeah, it's really tight coming out of there. You sees pretty well, but thankfully it came out without too many dramas. But so yeah, just gonna take these fellas off. And this one, nope, a bit tight that. Let's grab the pliers. I've got new ones that can go on it anyway, so it doesn't really matter about these. Oops, there we go. Done and dusted. It's not too bad actually, not too scabby, but a bit of a blast. It might scrub up quite well. Happy days. Good morning, welcome back. It's Monday morning here at 205 Motorsport. So this morning's bits is that I've been taking the rubber mounts away off the wing. Absolutely corroded ridiculously. A bit of scarring around here, but nothing major. So just ground that one off. Did this one just in a bit ago. This was even worse, this one, so a little bit of scarring there, but nothing to worry about. So they're both out, and I'm just about to start to withdraw the engine sensor loom. Just gonna push that back into the car. I'm gonna have to be very careful in case I damage anything on the relays on the side of it. Be worried about these. They're a bit tight. They're all intact in place at the minute, so I'm just being doubly careful with these. I have to disconnect these away from the car. These two, that one, and maybe that was tight. So yeah, those two, just get them out of the way really. No real necessity to disconnect, but at least they're out of the way. So yes, being very careful not to get anything damaged here, and not to catch anything through on the bulkhead. Very careful with these. I absolutely hate, I detest wires. I really do. Everything about them is bloody awkward. I'm not a fan of it at all, but you've got to have them. Right, okay, that's being snarled up there though. Hold on a minute. Right, let's have a look. Let's go to the other side. Right. Just have to be very careful jigging these back in one by one. last one. Right, that's it. That's the back out again. Don't want to do that again in the very last one. The next one, we'll be putting it in and leaving it there forever, hopefully. So I'm going to leave that on there. And I'll give that a clean. I'll have to do it in a minute. So yeah, that's that bit done. Where's the rubber grommet? Where's grommet? Where did that go in? Must be under the car somewhere. Ah, there we go. Let's have a look. I wish I had more room. I really do. It's doing my Sweden not able to open both car doors in here. But never mind. It is what it is. So there's the bulkhead grommet. I'll put that back when in there. I don't particularly do too well with grommets when I'm videoing them going back in. That seems to have gone in properly. Happy days. It'll remain there now and next until it's time to put the loom back in. That's it for a minute. Oi. Come on then. Come on, boss. Oops. Go on, mate. Go on in. Good boy. Well, that's all it. That's it for this week. It's a wrap. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Click the bell for the for any updates on the channel, and yeah, just keep staying with me for the journey. And thanks for watching. See you next week.